publications in the USA and Europe. So he's still very, very diversified. Now, I don't think we even got to the good part yet. This is the good part. So after a decade, after he'd done all this research on the law, it still helps people. I know from personal experience. On February 28, 2000, a star was named after him. He's a star, folks. No, seriously. And registered with the International Star Registry in Switzerland. I've never known anybody that had a star named after him, so we got to get it. We think we could take weeks to talk to this guy. Now, the star number is, if you don't believe me, I'm going to give you a number. They have numbers, folks. So I guess this is star Aage is 310-1159 or 59. So it's 310-1159, located Pisces constellation at MB11. I don't know how to say this. RA 1 hour 34 minutes 16.93 seconds. I guess decline 4 degrees 5053. I've never done that before, Aage. So we'll have to talk to you about that. Now, finally, in 2003, we interviewed by television in England for a television documentary titled Time Trip. This guy is so interesting and has so much experience. Okay, so that was called Time Trip, discussing possibilities of practical applications of time travel. I've never even known anybody did that, but I shouldn't say that because of Project Pegasus or some of it Stargate remote viewing, so because we did those. But this is so much more interesting. Now, there was others interviewed on the same documentary that was actually, oh my, you won't believe this, folks, because this guy is like a superstar, and his name is Mikio Kaku, a theoretical physicist and author, and 3 other theoretical physicists also interviewed with Patricia Ress of Omaha, Nebraska, who's written several books on time travel. Didn't know that either. So these people are the foremost experts, and their subject is theoretical physics, which we do know most of those people, and technical side of time travel in the world. The TV documentary has been shown globally to about 1 billion people. So we'll have to find out if we can get it on LinkedIn or wherever, not LinkedIn, Netflix or Hulu, or where do we find that these days? We'll be talking to him here in a minute. So he was featured in a lot of articles in European newspapers, businesses, and he actually ran for political office in television, radio shows with his writing and research and about the adventures he had in the USA. So he wrote a book called Spiritual Science, Higher Consciousness Thinking, and How to Access the Universal Consciousness. Now, that's available on Amazon, so let me say it again. And now these are in quotes: Spiritual Science, High Consciousness Thinking, and How to Access the Universal Consciousness. Now, he also wrote a book called Universal Success, Principles and How Billionaires Think. And I didn't know we were going to talk about that one tonight. We may have to have him back to discuss. We'll get it more on a business. We'll bring him back, folks, one night on our business entrepreneur night to talk about the toolsforfreedom.com/success-principles- and how-billionaires think. Or it may be just success principles and how billionaires think, because I'm reading that. But it has P90H85HTM. But we can talk to him because those may be ways we can download it, maybe like a PDF. I know we'll talk about that. So he's probably going to have to take notes on his own lessons here that he's done in life. Very short bio. So he put out a video documentary that was under the brand name Fast Walkers Open Files, Volume 6, featuring UFO, alien presence, universal consciousness, the real power of mind, and other things we're not supposed to know about. Okay, so with a co-host in what? Oh, okay, this man is a world traveler. So with a co-host in Germany, Aage, it says is, so I don't know if he's doing it now or not, but I don't know. I don't really know anything about Aage except I've just talked to him a couple of times, but I'm going with a gut reaction that I wanted to do this in-depth interview. But so the Universal Consciousness Show, which can be listened to 11 on Mondays Pacific, Greenwich 1900, 20 hours Norwegian. So I guess that would be 11 Mondays, 7 p.m. Greenwich and 8 p.m. Norwegian. I don't know, 20 dot and Central European time. And he's got NM Radio Network, or LNM, probably LNM Radio Network.com. Now his website with archive radio shows and news and blogs, I guess he's a good historian and archivist because he has over 4,000 unbelievable pictures. It's going to be found. Used to in the day we were by web, we don't really have to do anything to our, how we upgrade all the time in all our browsers. But for the record, it's www.universal-consciousness-show.com. So once again, you can just put in universalconsciousness-show.com and it should come up. So we've got so much to talk about, and I'll try to leave this up on the side tonight, which I've never done before. So I guess I'm taking this literally tonight to do a very in-depth interview because of Aage Nost being in our radio group on Facebook. And he's got 2 partners in a podcast with video production called the Broadcast Team Alpha. And apparently he's accustomed to being quite the entrepreneur and doing very well apparently in broadcasting because he has a name as broadcastteamalpha.com. So he has his own blog, our web hosting, our domain name, or all of the above. And the journey goes on. So that took us quite a few minutes, and that's not even all of it, folks. That's just as much as his publicist is willing to share with somebody like us, because probably doesn't really need it that much because he's doing so much of his own marketing and promotions out there with other people, his associates. But let's get on with the show. But real quickly, Ahmad, you said that we had Miss Kimberly O'Connor of Ohio with us of the UFO Association, ACE Metaphysical Institute, ACO Association.
We sure do.
Kimberly, why don't you introduce yourself briefly?
I need to go out and get an education before I speak to this guy.
I'm sure we all do, Ahmad. Yeah, I bet Kimberly's probably, I'm humble, so I'm not worthy. Kimberly, what say you, dear? Introduce yourself. Off of mute.
She's on mute.
As soon as you unmute, we'll let you introduce yourself so we can get to know Mr. Aage Nost. Is she on there with you? Can you see her?
Yeah,
I can't see her, folks.
She's just muted.
Kimberly?
She's just muted.
Kimberly, can you hear me? If so, raise one finger. No, I can't see her, folks. I can't even see her on the board. All right. Well, Kimberly, she may be seen. She's an actual moderator for many of our groups, including UFO Secret Space tonight. And I think she takes care of our Alien Contact Org and probably my Deja Vu Club and I don't know, several, because she's a professional trainer moderator in social media. Well, anyway, Kimberly, we'll get you here in the conversation in a minute and let you talk with Aage. Well, Aage, back to you. Now we got an hour and a half of show all about Aage Nost. And like Ahmad said, I don't know if we can handle you, Aage. You've got quite the resume here. Can you help us out? Because I thought we were just going to talk about a book tonight, ET Science Org, but ET Science Organization, you got a book and a lot of things, 2 books. So how would you like to start? You want to start back when you were born and fill in all those gaps?
Oh God, I don't know. I didn't mean you to read all that stuff. You probably put half the audience to sleep by now going through that bio,
Not if they were interested like lengthy, I was. So. Ahmad, were you interested?
Oh yeah. It was. We're archivists. We want to get it down for the record, is all.
That's
and
right.
Kimberly is off mute. Kimberly is off mute now.
I'm here.
There she
I'm
is.
here. I'm computer illiterate. Sorry, people.
You don't know how to mute, so you have a mute button. You find it? All right. Well,
Yeah,
Kimberly,
I got it.
just tell us a little bit about just, you've been helping us with UFO business and the Maccabees in Ohio and some other people up there. But just real quickly, however you'd like people to sort of remember you tonight, because this is archived, this is live. Just give them, a hi and what's going on with you.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I started earlier in life. I started seeing things that other people in my family couldn't, and they didn't understand that, so I was kind of like that odd duck. I seen my first UFO when I was like 14 years old, and had I've had a couple pregnancies that ended up to be totally missing. There was no sign of them at all. So it's been different. And I know that I'm an abductee, and I know that my daughter was there with me when she was 5 years old, laying next to me on the table. I just want to help people to understand that we are not alone, and that we are in need of helping each other understand this.
All right. So we're going to turn it over to Mr. Aage Nost, our solutions. He has all this experience. So Aage, whatever you're willing to share, you got the floor.
I guess we started off down the UFO path here, so I guess we should stay with that then, because how would you like to see UFOs every time you go outside? Would that be something that'd be interesting to you?
You talking to the audience, everybody?
Any one of you.
Oh, all of us. Okay. Well, there's Ahmad. Ahmad, I see them pretty often. Ahmad, how about you?
I wouldn't mind seeing a few.
Yeah. See, the thing is that there is a way you can do that. All you really have to do is to get your hands on a 4th generation night vision goggles, wait until the sun is going down or after it's gone down, and then you go outside and point them into the sky. Because these 4th generation night vision goggles, they can see higher up into the light spectrum than you can with your eyes. So they are able to see things outside of your capability of vision. And in fact, when you look up into the sky like that, you can see the ships. Many of them are just points of light going in one direction and suddenly make turns and going in another direction. You can see cigars up there. You can see triangular ships up there. There is almost like a traffic jam. In fact, when George Norrie was at a seminar somewhere, somebody came up to him and showed him one of these goggles, and George Norrie pointed them into the sky, and it blew him away. He did a whole show on that one time several years ago because what he saw. This is something that everybody can do, and it is really simple. The only thing about it is that these 4th generation night vision goggles are a little bit more expensive than your regular binoculars. They cost anything from, if you buy them brand new, they can cost from $3,000 to $7,000-$8,000. But I've seen them on auctions and stuff down to $800. So I tell you, if you can spare that cash, it could be a lot of fun watching those things.
Well, thank you for that.
So there are some places that do tours where you can just pay a certain amount and join the tours in different places. I believe there's one right there where you're at, TJ.
Oh, they're all over, especially at the events. But yeah, a lot of people buy those around here. Come to Gulf Breeze. Beautiful beaches.
You're breaking up.
Really?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, real bad.
You're breaking up quite often.
Okay, so something's wrong. Okay. I shouldn't have touched a button. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave my stuff alone. Excuse me. That was me being a little kid. I don't know. I didn't